Hello, this is my live stream number 55, take 3. I'm doing it so that I can actually see myself, which means the image is inverted. So I will be cringing when I watch this back because I know that's not my face. But anyway, and the whole house is reversed. So everything you see on that side is on that side, and everything that you see on that side is really on that side. But anyway, here we are. And I am wearing, some of you have seen, this is this wonderful Afghan my wife made and gave me for my birthday, which was last month. Anyway, and it's been almost 2 months since I've done a live stream. But I wanted to read this poem. This is something that came out when I was doing, Elena is right here. She wants me to introduce her, even though you don't see her. And Zeke is there crocheting around the center hall, which is our kitchen table. This was written 8 years ago on October 8, 2012, and I posted it to Facebook, just how I happened to come across it, 8 years ago today, October 14, 2012. And it's because I had just been doing my morning pages on the 8th, my morning writing. And I found that what was coming through felt like Meher Baba in me speaking to me. And I was for some reason able to stay out of the way enough to let it continue. And I was moved by it after it was over, and I read it and over a few days. And so I shared it about a week later. And that was 8 years ago today. I gave it the title, I Throw Your Fears into My Dhuni. It's the only thing I need to explain. The Dhuni is a sacred fire. The only ritual that I know of connected to Meher Baba's life was something he set up around the Dhuni. Some villagers had come asking him for rain. There had been a prolonged drought, and Baba said, I don't perform miracles. I don't perform miracles. If your faith in me, if out of your faith in me because of my being, these things may happen. But they were very insistent, and so he set up a Dhuni fire. And he lit it with the prayer for rain for these villagers. And by the time, and now he said, now go straight back to your homes. And before they got home, they were drenched in the downpour that broke that drought. So anyway, and over the years, Baba gave orders for the Dhuni to be lit in Mehrabad on the 12th of every month. And the practice developed of taking, there would be a little stack of chips, little chips of wood, and you dip them into ghee or some kind of an oil, and you can embody into that chip some quality you're willing to give to God, to throw into the fire of divine mind. And Baba said that the Dhuni, as he set it up, had the quality of divine mind. So you don't mess with the Dhuni. It's a very useful thing if you're willing to release something, but you have to be prepared to release it, because the powers of the universe will step in at that point. And although I have my own stories of this, and they're all really wonderful, the one I like to tell is of this fellow who, being very spiritual and cavalier about the whole thing, happened to be there in Mehrabad on the 12th, and he threw into the Dhuni his attachment to material things. Very spiritual of him. When he got back to the States, his house had burned down. So, this line comes from this thing that I wrote that I feel Baba was speaking to me. I throw your fears into my Dhuni. And so in this line, Baba is saying, he will throw my fears into his Dhuni. He's not waiting for me to do that. He's throwing them in on my behalf. Because I'd probably be afraid to throw them in. So, Anyway, I'm going to read this, and then I didn't want to leave without a song, so I picked out another song that you may have heard before, one of mine that seems to fit. So here's I Throw Your Fears into My Dhuni. Time will come when everything I have written will come to... Excuse me. We're ready to begin now, Elena. So, time will come when everything I have written will come to pass. Then you will know the difference between being an ass and becoming a man of God. For now, you can only do what you feel is best, what you think is right. It is no one's fault. It is my delight to see you being your perfect best in the light of darkness. When you rest, you will find that all were blind. The heroes and the villains, the seekers and the saints, all were pretending to be what they ain't. Like you, like me in you, me as you. Why try to file another brief before the court of public opinion? If you are caught, who will be there to free them? If you are bound, who will release them? Without a sound, you can teach them. I am speaking in this way because it is easy. You have learned to listen to my voice. Though you doubt, it does not matter. That is why I take the time to tell you now, open the door of your heart and focus on that alone. All the rest will happen of its own accord. You will not need to seek opportunities to serve. They will come seeking you, and you will not be able to deny them. Such appeals to your heart never go unanswered. I answer them as you. So there is nothing for you to do but breathe, love, seethe with kindness, grow compassion, fake connection with the world's illusions, but never for a moment believe or drown in them. Focus on your heart's door to keep it open and carry that lantern high. You must pay at least enough attention to those snakes to see them, warn others, and put them out of their misery. This is your duty to your community. Quote, I will save you from any calamity but this. For this one, you must save each other by obeying my final spoken instruction to you. You have allowed the snakes to rule your world. Now flush them out and turn it over to me. Then you will see what heaven can be. Tantamount to dying 1,000 deaths is compromising with the truth, capital T. Fear not the opinions of others. Youth is the time for indiscretions, and the world is still very, very young. But for those who have the ears to hear, speak, and I will speak through you. Many have not listened to my words, so do not mind if they ignore yours. If you are carrying mine, it is fit and due to my compassion. They will hear me when they are ready. You will hear me more fully when you are ready. For now, follow your conscience and my instructions, and meditate like Christ, as my friend has said. Meditate like Christ. Get lost in love. My blessings always. Drink them in. Will you tarry now that I have given you my command? Will you allow the sands of time to gather over my words? Will you forsake your destiny, your calling, your mission as I have defined it, by being blind to what you already know? Say it ain't so, Joe. You weary of staying tuned in, but where is there to go? I am the voice in you that knows. Mm-hmm. Do not doubt yourself or me. Together we can hear, speak, and see the truth, capital T. Would you prefer to continue playing the role of the helpless would-be lover, full of frailties, too easy to uncover and impossible to change? That is a role not deserving of your talents. Play the part of my bold and daring friend instead. When you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed, when thoughts of your mission occur to you, just follow through. Be my friend to the very end. There is nothing else here for you to do, and you can do it. Me through you. I throw your fears into my Dhuni. Now how's that for follow through? Yes, it's okay to be still and silent now. You can rest and still hear my voice. I will never cease speaking in you. It is your choice to listen and hear, or go into an endless loop of fear and self-doubt. Leave it alone. Let it out. Shout it out of your system. That's just your body. Emotional energy clumped up. It will be flowing. Yes. Yes, you can end these pages now. Amen. Okay. I'm not happy the way I read it, but you see, that's just that thing in me. We've all got something like that, right? Okay. It still moves me. Yeah, and it seems like I was, well, like I said in takes 1 and 2, it seems especially relevant now. Timeless, but particularly relevant to what's going on in the world these days. This is a song I wrote. I wrote the words in the Mayor Spiritual Center in Myrtle Beach in 1994. And it's a great story how it happened, but I'm not going to tell you now. I've told it before. And then sitting on the veranda at the Maher Pilgrim Center in Mehrabad, India, the music came. And fittingly, it's called My Prayer Has Been Heard. My prayer has been heard. Oh, I went through all the words to make sure I remembered them all, and now I'm forgetting the very first line. There is no, what is it? My prayer has been heard. Okay. My prayer has been heard. Excuse me. My prayer has been heard. There are no words left to speak. The purification stage is done, and love is at its peak. My prayer has been heard, and peace falls on my soul. A gentle stillness fills the air as love achieves its goal. My prayer has been heard, silencing ego's din, banishing all thoughts of virtue, especially of sin. My prayer has been heard, reversing the cruel wheel of fate, stopping the grinding wheel of life, propelled by fear and doubt and hate. My prayer has been heard, love's orchard now will bloom, after having paid the price to make the seed some room. My prayer has been heard, and peace falls on my soul. A gentle stillness fills the air as love achieves its goal. My prayer has been heard, and to hear is to obey. For love can only hear love's voice and help love on its way. My prayer has been heard, and all at once is given, healing all the open wounds and sealing what was riven. My prayer has been heard, and wholeness expands to fill love's space. The entire process from work to wonder is all a matter of grace. My prayer has been heard, and words give way to violence. Things that are real are always given and received. In silence, my prayer has been heard. So thank you. I see why I especially prefer to do this where I can't see myself, because I distract me with me. Anyway, thank you very much. And it's 6:30, and that's it. Maybe I'll do another one sometime.